Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Ross. Thanks much, Ross. I really appreciate it. And it's Tuesdays. And on Tuesdays, I try to test my palate, drink something outside my norm. This might not sound like it at first, and the title probably screws or has already spoiled it, but maybe I screwed up and forgot to type all this stuff out. So this is Life Jacket from Revolution, Barleywine Ale with mango, guava, passionfruit, coconut, and natural flavors aged in bourbon barrels. I don't think I've ever had a beer like this with that many different tropical fruits. Like coconut, fair enough, but what other tropical fruits do you typically put in a stout? 15.04% ABV. And I guess I should have thought about that before whatever. It is what it is. We're doing it. I wasn't even thinking about ABV. Whatever. I got nothing to do today. All right. Cool can art, like always with these guys. Love their stuff. Beer and logos and all that. Can labels. Yeah, so it's got this nice brown, red, crimson kind of color. A little bit of head even. That lacing slid down fast. The legs, the smallest amount of brown tint to them, or the littlest amount of brown tint to them. But yeah, it definitely looks like a barley wine. Let's get to the aroma. What is it? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay. It's kind of like if you took those fruits and like you made a fruit salad, and you're like, fruit's not sweet enough, and you're like, well, I don't have any sugar to mix into the bowl, but I have some caramel syrup, and then you like mix that together. It's huge caramel with these different tropical fruits. Slight molasses, slight like brown bread. Some of the char oakiness of the barrel's fighting to get through. I wouldn't say I get bourbon specifically. And for me, guava comes through the most on the aroma. I mean, it doesn't smell bad, but it is like a weird combo. I don't know. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Ross. Hope you're doing well. All right. Two things are true at the same time about this beer. This is a nice tasting beer. They are not going to start a new style of beer. Heavily tropical fruited bourbon barrel aged barley wines are not going to be the new hot beer style. But, and especially after that aroma, like again, the aroma wasn't bad. It was just kind of like a weird combo for me. The taste is mostly bourbon barrel aged barley wine. And instead of like those subtle fruity notes you could get, dried fruits, not even subtle, like you can get big dried fruits, plum, coconut because of the barrel aging. Like instead of those fruity notes in this barley wine, you're getting the more tropical stuff. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, well, as I always am, this does drink better than I thought it would. I thought this was just going to kind of, I don't want to say a joke beer, but like just a, WTF kind of a beer. And it adds some sweetness. The first third of the sip, for me anyway, is just barley wine with some bourbon notes. So like the barrel-aged barley wine. Then the fruit kicks in. You know what? That sip was even nicer than the previous one. It's again, it's one of the reasons I like doing these Tuesday reviews. Get outside my norm, challenge myself. This is very challenging because flavors that are familiar to me are present, but these are not flavors that I have together, ever. So each sip seems to be proving that this was not just a WTF beer, but like, maybe some tropical fruit juice would fit into this beer, and it's a real trip. And yeah, that guava. I get like passion fruit. At this point, I actually, besides guava, I forget what's even in the beer. Even a little bit of sweet orange juice, which orange was not one of them. I'm positive of that. Mango, guava, passion fruit, coconut. Oh, it does have coconut. Yes, I already forgot. Bright, breezy malt vacation is what they write. The fruit lingers on my palate the most, which is interesting. If I wait long enough, then take a sip, it's the experience I've described. But if there's still the fruitiness on the palate, with a little bit of extra sugar, even for a barley wine, an English style barley wine, then yeah, that same thing happens where I initially just get the barley wine with some bourbon barrel aging. Whereas that, yeah, it was still lingering, was still on it a little bit for the beginning. I think that orange juice thing is actually the mango. Now that I've read it, I'm kind of thinking about it. Yeah, that's more of a mango thing. I don't get much coconut, which is obvious because I completely forgot it was even on there and didn't mention it once between the barrel aging and this having coconut in it. I don't get a lot of that. But yeah, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not mad at this. But I like I said, I mean, I think that initial reaction is still sums it up, even though each sip I'm like liking this more and more. This is a tasty beer. First thing, right? Second thing, I don't think this is going to be the new hot style either. But yeah, fun beer. Definitely the kind of thing when I got this unboxing, when I did the unboxing from Ross, when I saw this beer, I was like, that's going to be a Tuesday beer for sure. So it totally fits that. So I love that. If you guys had this beer before, I mean, talk about a beer I want to hear feedback from. And I didn't look up anything. I don't know if anyone else has reviewed this on YouTube. Excuse me. That was a weird noise. On YouTube or in print. I don't know. But I'm going to be looking because I'm super curious, Untapped even, what people have to say about this. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. Ross, thanks again. Really appreciate it. Happy holidays too. Well, I'm doing this before Christmas, but I'm probably releasing it well after. But anyway, hope everyone's having a good, safe January. Just comment below about anything. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.